Hi boys and girls, today we're reading Where Did All the Birds Go? The Houston Ship Channel is not too far away from a place where migrating birds like to stay, but this day was like no ordinary day when two big ships collided in Galveston Bay. A shy little duck lived along the shore with a man named Pete who owned a fish store. Duck liked the people who worked on the boats. They all looked the same in their matching yellow coats. On a walk along the water's side, Duck looked up and heard a man cry. Two boats collided. The water is now soiled. There are about 168 gallons of leaked oil. The fishermen squabbled and rounded up their crew, but only Duck knew what they really should do. Peeking out to see if the coast was clear, Duck quacked away quietly so no one would hear. Duck traveled to the only place he knew, where special birds gathered and freely flew. He walked for miles until he spotted the gate, a reservation for birds, 50,000 to date. Something was strange in this magical place. Not a bird was in sight, not even a trace. But suddenly, out of the corner of his eye, Duck saw some birds struggling to survive. Unknowingly of the oil that was leaked into the bay, their lives were changed on that Saturday. Red birds, yellow birds, spotted birds too, all made their way into the slimy, sticky goo. Duck rushed to warn the foreigners of what was in store, but some already started to sink deep into the ocean floor. Help, they squawked as their feathers started to sink, but squirming nor moving would do the trick. Waddling as fast as his little webbed feet could, Duck reached the ocean and did as he should. He quacked loud enough for the guards to hear until they arrived carrying all of their gear. The men managed to save the birds they saw. About 50 of them were cleaned but still needed to thaw. The oil makes them cold, the man began to say. Pollution affects all animals on the Galveston Bay. The man looked at the duck and smiled with glee. Because of your quack, these creatures are free. For birds, dolphins, and even crabs too, we're all saved because of you. Duck was escorted back to the town, where night rolled in with his quiet sound. And in the back in the store with a man named Pete, Duck smiled and fell gently to sleep. Water pollution affects more than just you and me, but all the creatures of land and sea. Keeping our water clean is a good thing. In fact, all it takes is some thought and maybe a quack. The end.